Hi there, hope you're all doing well. I am back with another 3D printed mini. Since it's Orktober, I figured I should at least do something green. This is Zipzaap by Artisan Guild. He was primed in black and I get started with his skin with intermediate green. Being a goblin, he needs to be a lighter skin tone than what you would normally do for an orc. So intermediate green is normally my mid-tone, so I'm going up to that as my base colour now. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below, or you can join Discord using the link in the description. Next up is the mid-tone of the skin with Goblin Green. This covers the majority of the raised flat areas, leaving that darker green in the more recessed shadow parts. To finish up the skin, I use Escorpina Green. This is the brightest green I own and it has a bit of a hint of yellow in there. This is for all of the edges of the face and some of those raised areas that will be catching the light. With the skin done, I get started on the clothing. All of this is going to be red, so I'll first off give it a base coat of scarlet red. to start highlighting up the red, I used Gory Red. This is bringing up all of those large flat areas that would just look weird if they were shadowed. I then went for an edge highlight using Bloody Red, just to get the most raised parts and these sharp edges. There are a few straps around him that I used leather brown for. I can't tell what his staff was made of either, so I kind of just went with this as well, just to cover it in and make it look like something. He has a few bits of armor and jewellery around him. For these parts I went with gunmetal. As much as he's going to be a main character, I didn't want to go too over the top with the metallics, and gold just felt like it would be way too much for a goblin. For the magic and the crystals, I grabbed magic blue as the base layer. I did get a little bit distracted by the cat while I was doing this blue and didn't notice my camera stopped recording, so there is a slight jump where I noticed it and started recording again. While waiting for the blue to fully dry, I used dark sea green on the base. Not entirely sure where this base came from. I know it's 3D printed, but it's got some cool crystals on there that look good for a spellcaster, so I went with that. Now that the blue is dry, I come back with electric blue to highlight it up and add some variation in there. To finish up the blue, I used Ice Storm. This is a very pale blue that is perfect to highlight up those sharp edges. Going back to the goblin himself, I used Elfic Flesh to do his teeth and nails. With this colour I do add a little bit of a highlight to the blue, but it's not overly essential. The last colour before the washes is black for his eye and the rim of the base. Moving on to the washes, I get started with blue tone for all of the blue parts. The next wash is green tone for all of his skin. To finish up, I gave everything else on the mini a once over with dark tone. And that will be it for Zipzaap the Goblin Shaman. He's a great little goblin that I want to try and squeeze into a goblin army somewhere along the lines. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. You can also join Discord using the link in the description. There you can share anything you have been working on. As always, there will be photos of this mini on my Instagram and Ko-fi page. Speaking of Ko-fi, if you want to support the channel more than you already do, you can drop a one-off tip on there to help you get better equipment. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Most importantly though, don't forget to be kind to each other.